This is the lift adventure on a summer holiday in Dorset. In England, you only get a couple of proper hot days a year and you can't really predict which days that will be. So when you book a summer holiday, it's quite likely a summer holiday will turn out to be cold and wet, which is what happened. So along we go to the first lifts, which are in a really nice 1960s brutalist car park, which has some really nice concrete architecture, and the lift has been replaced with a Thames Valley and is off. It's outside its hours of operation. So I can't ride inside this lift, so let's get on top it. A local drug dealers on site, nice to know. And now go to the next lift, which is an old 60s lift that's been modernised with Leicester controls. Again, it's outside its hours of operation, so can't ride it, so let's get on top it. Yes, lots of palm trees in this 60s brutalist car park. Snake.
Out of service.
And now to an original Cone M series with an epic motor sound, full intelligent levelling, and is absolutely epic. Then here's some footage I filmed with my fake GoPro of me and my cousins going in the sea on an inflatable boat. And yeah, this is not much of an advert for summer holidays in England. The water looks grey and murky, the weather doesn't look that good, even though it's the middle of summer, you can only really go in the sea when wearing a wetsuit, but we made the most of it, and this bit of footage was meant to be a nice scene of underneath the boat, but you can barely even see the boat because of how murky the water is. This is what English beach holidays are often like, unless you're lucky enough to have it on a few days a year where the temperature's actually nice and warm. And eventually the boat sank.
I'm sinking! It's sinking!
And now we go to the next lift, which is in another car park, and again it's night time and outside of its hours of operation. And this lift is an old express lift. Sadly, it's been horribly modernised, and I've got a key to take this lift back into service. Off and on, it's outside its hours of operation. Oh, does it work? Oh dear, camera, I'm afraid someone's using these lift outside the hours of operation. Oh dear, I think camera might be offended, mightn't you, camera? Floor D. Nice express that's been modded. Sadly, I wasn't able to get on top of this lift because the drop key slot is rather dodgy. Oh. Yeah, very heavily patrolled. They're going to wonder how I got in the lift because the lift's off. Because they're probably watching these cameras by judging by the lack of chavs and the lack of drug dealers in this car park compared to the others. They've ruined Express. Oh, camera, what do you think of the mod? It's quite a bad mod, isn't it, camera? So let's just switch this lift back off. Back to how we found it. The lift is now off. Bye-bye, lift. And now go to the next lift, which is our awesome old Benny lift that's been horribly modernised. And again, it's outside of its hours of operation. But since I'm a VIP lift filmer, let's put a lift back into service.
Doors closing.
Oh, it wasn't an Express, it's Benny. Oh, I should have realised the Yuki slot was bigger. Benny's Yuki slot slightly bigger than Express. Oh, original. Oh, that's nice. No Benny buttons. Oh, shitty thing. Thames Valley. That's nice.
Level GHI. Doors opening. Doors closing.
Doors closing. Stairs and lift, that's old. Sadly, I also wasn't able to surface lift because I forgot my U-key. Oh! And now along to the Ball Motors Superstar. But sadly, it's also outside its hours of operation and there's no key switch to turn it on. Is it turned off remotely? And the lift is too far down from the upper floor to get on top it. Oh, I really wanted to surface. No Ball Motors Superstar. Oh, is it so good as well? Yeah, I won't be able to jump down that. Boo, boo. Oh, to hear that. Camera, what do you think about looking up the lift? Oh, camera's not even looking at the lift, it's looking at the machine. And now we go to a hospital. And along to the first lift, which is a Schindler M series, has been modernised by Cone. It's pretty efficient and quite good, but not as good as it would have been when it was original. Classic Schindler, now an eco-disc. Who was going for a nice classic display? Well, at least Cone's efficient, although probably not as efficient as Schindler. Almost as good. Another nice Schindler. Stinks of hospital food, which is always disgusting. Oh dear. Oh, that was fairly efficient. And now we go to the next lift, which is a Cone M series. Interesting, got both Schindler M series and Cone M series, but this one's been horribly modernised with DMG buttons and shitty generic logic, and it's really inefficient, when originally it'd be full intelligent levelling. What a horrible mod. Oh dear, poor Cone M series. What a nice M series. How can they replace a full intelligent lift with a blind VF? How? So then, now for our next bit of footage from my fake GoPro. This day the weather was a bit warmer and the sea actually looks quite a bit nicer. Although it's not the full proper blue sea you might get in somewhere else in the world, it's pretty good for England, although still the water is too cold to go in the water without a wetsuit.
Yes, got it!
And now to the next lift, which was a nice Schindler and it's been horribly modernised with new lift logic. But at least it's actually got intelligent levelling and pre-doors.
Doors closing.
New lift logic. Text to speech lifts limited by new lift logic. Oh, this is weird. Fucking hell, that's silent. How the fuck do I make that lift so silent?
Second floor. Doors opening.
So, originally a Schindler. Logic's been changed. Doors closing. Please mind the doors.
Doors closing. Please mind the doors.
New lift logic voice sounds horrible.
Going down.
Creepily silent.
Ground floor. Doors opening.
Little free door. As your typical new lift car top. And now along to a first generation eco disc. And now along to a very shit lift. Oh, that awful voice. Why is this so shit? Your basement. And now to a generic lift. Fucking hell, how cheap and shit can you get? That makes sense. And now along to a very shit lift.
Doors closing.
Oh, that's horrible. The smell is so bad and there's flies. Oh, it's disgusting.
First floor. Doors opening. Doors closing.
Message to everyone, please do not eat in these restaurants. They might look nice inside, but around the back areas show what the food hygiene is really like. Look, the number of flies. I don't think you can actually see the full state of it, and you certainly cannot see the smell of how bad this lift is. Oh.
Doors opening.
Do you want somewhere that's got absolutely terrible food hygiene round the back of the restaurant? Go to Zizzy Restaurant. And now along to an eco disc. Oh, Fido.
Going down. Lower ground floor. Doors open. Very up.